Now, Devon Archer told Congress that Hunter put his father on speakerphone over 20 times to sell the Biden brand. Democrats trying to claim these were just casual conversations. Roll it.
But the witness was unequivocal and stated very clearly that they never discussed any business on that phone conversations. There were niceties, and there was a hello, and we talked about the weather or whatever it was, but it was never any business.
Right. Jon Levine joins me now, New York Post excellent reporter. Welcome to the show, John.
Thank you for having me, Stuart.
You buying that? All about niceties and the weather?
I feel so bad for that man. He's a congressman here from New York, Dan Goldman. He's a very, very smart guy. But there's just no way he believes what he's saying. And he sounds almost like a low-rent mafia attorney. Where it's like, it was Your Honor, it was just the weather. There was nothing else going on there. I mean, the evidence is very, very clear that Joe Biden was heavily involved with the business partners. And we've known this for years. The business partners would come to the White House. They met with Joe. We know that from the White House visitor logs. Even the New York Times admitted today in a buried paragraph in an article, or yesterday, that, it's long been known that Joe Biden met with the business partners. That's not long been known. It's been denied by the White House for years. So the goalposts are always moving. They're always shifting in this one.
Do you believe that Hunter may have stored conversations with his father encrypted in various apps?
So we know that Hunter Biden used 16 different messenger apps in the life of the laptop. Now, some of these are garden variety things like WhatsApp that we all have, but others are very sort of secretive, encrypted services like Signal or Wickr. In fact, he downloaded Wickr over 200 times from his iCloud over the life of the laptop. Now, Wickr is an app that's used, contracts with the U.S. government, military, Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines. It's owned by Amazon. They bought it in 2021. And there's a nonprofit called Marco Polo, which did a fabulous analysis of the laptop. And it is their belief that if there are conversations between Hunter and Joe, they could have been over these encrypted messaging services.
Who's got the laptop on which these apps are?
Well, we don't. You can see that he's downloaded the apps.
Okay.
You cannot actually read the conversations.
Okay.
That's sort of the big problem here.
Okay. John, Donald Trump is dominating in the polls. We know that. The newest New York Times Siena poll shows he has a 37-point lead over his closest rival, Ron DeSantis. Is there any real pathway to victory for the other candidates?
It's starting to look a little bit insurmountable. I remember a few months ago the logic was, well, maybe he'll skirt by with a plurality of 35% in a divided field. But as that poll shows, he's now over 50%. And that's not the only poll I've seen where he's over 50%. So even if the anti-Trump field consolidated around a Ron DeSantis or any of the other candidates, Trump still would win in a head-to-head matchup. So he's starting to look very difficult to dislodge at this point.
It's an extraordinary situation developing. It's hard to dislodge Trump from that situation, and the president is buried further and further in scandal. That's going to make one extraordinary election if those are the two candidates.
You're going to have a president buried in scandal, and you're going to have a Republican nominee who's covered in indictments.
Yes.
Which we've never seen before. It'll be wild stuff.
Meanwhile, the president, I believe, at this moment is still at the beach. I think we've got video of him enjoying the beach life. There you go. That is the new basement strategy.
Well, we'll see. He went to the beach. I don't know. Donald Trump took lots of vacation too. I don't think the beach or his vacation or golfing or any of that's going to really matter. But we'll see.
But it's a smart thing for the president to do, isn't it? I mean, he's under attack from all sides. Why don't you go to the beach, go to the basement, keep quiet. Always use the teleprompter and don't ever just walk out and answer questions.
He's right near the home where all of the classified documents were found. So maybe, they can do another search.
Oh, sarcasm is a low form of wit, but you've got a great voice. Great bass voice there.
Thank you, Stuart.